Hello and welcome to Respawn TV presents Gentoo. I'm Mackenzie Doherty, and this is your source for all things nerd culture. Let's start things off with this week's up-and-coming releases. You can look forward to seeing these titles and many more released throughout the month on your favorite platforms. This week's releases are Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite for the PC, Xbox One, and PS4, releasing September 19th. The sixth entry in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, Infinite, features 2-on-2 fights as opposed to the 3-on-3 format used in its preceding titles. The series' traditional character assists have been removed. Instead, the game incorporates a tag-based combo system, which allows players to instantly switch between their two characters to form continuous combos. It also introduces a new gameplay mechanic in the form of the Infinity Stones, which temporarily bestow the players with unique abilities and stat boost depending on the type of stone selected. Echo for the PC and PS4, releasing September 19th. Echo is a third-person science fiction adventure for PS4, PS4 Pro, and Steam, created by Ultra, using the Unreal 4 engine. It takes place in a palace of ancient technology, which creates copies of you to deter you from your goal. These copies emulate your playstyle. If you sprint through the puzzles, the enemies become faster. If you shoot at them, they'll shoot back. The palace is on a blackout cycle. Every so often, it shuts down to update the data it's collected on you. During this period, you can act without consequence before the echoes reappear, stronger than ever. NBA 2K18 for the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC, also releasing September 19th. NBA 2K18 is the newest iteration of the 2K basketball games. It has plenty of returning game modes and staples of the series, as well as introducing 17 new teams from past NBA eras. The game introduces a new feature to the series, Neighborhoods, which tie into the game's My Career, My Park, and Pro-Am game modes, in addition to allowing access to the aforementioned modes. Neighborhoods feature an open-world design which players can explore while interacting with other players. Several activities can be completed to raise attributes, and the player can purchase items. Hex for the PS4, also releasing September 19th. Hex is a free-to-play game that combines the compelling collectible and strategic gameplay of a trading card game with the amazing community and storytelling aspects of a massively multiplayer online role-playing game to create an entirely new gaming experience, the MMO TCG. These games and many more will be releasing throughout the month, so be sure to keep an eye out for them. Up next, check out Nathaniel Cochran's pack. What happened with?
Hey, it's Nathaniel, and we are here with What Happened With. Today we'll be talking about what happened with Battleborn. Battleborn is a first-person shooter made by 2K Games and Gearbox Software, released in May of 2016, where you select a character that fits your gameplay style, with certain MOBA elements mixed in as well. There are tons of games out like Battleborn now. Some are good, some are bad, but what happened with Battleborn, and why is it considered to be a failure?
First team to reach the score limit will trigger the finale and gain an advantage based on the size of
The other guys!
When the game was first announced, nobody really knew what to call it. They didn't know whether or not to call it a MOBA or a hero shooter because it mixed both elements, so eventually people got turned away from the concept of the game, which then led into the game's inevitable failure of sales. As well as failed marketing campaigns, a hit-or-miss beta, Gearbox set Battleborn up to fail.
power play. Enemy forces at half strength.
The number one reason why Battleborn failed was because of the Overwatch beta that happened the exact same time as the release date. More people were interested in playing Blizzard's new IP than trying out the new Gearbox game for themselves.
Gravity is almost as lethal as I am! Didn't see that coming, did you?
Spawned a giant minion. See it safely to our altar. Giant minion deployed. Shepherded to our altar.
For a while after the game was released, it was also plagued by multiple server issues and matchmaking problems where people weren't getting to play the game even though they had paid for it, which turned even more people off to the game.
Power play. Only 2 hostiles remain. Only 1 hostile remains. You should kill them too.
Now the game is free to play, where you can just download the game and play it for a while and then see if you like it. That's the only way they're even trying to make up the losses that they have for this.
At this time,
Gather round.
your guts everywhere.
Honestly, Battleborn is a fun and active shooter that many people have overlooked due to the failure of Gearbox's marketing strategy and other larger companies having a better marketing strategy. And that is what happened in a nutshell to Battleborn. I'm Nathaniel, and you're watching Gentoo.
Thanks, Nathaniel. Pokemon fans rejoice. On September 22nd, Pokemon Gold and Silver will receive virtual console ports on the 3DS. Like the red and blue versions released last year, these ports received minor bug fixes, the opportunity to transfer Pokemon to your online boxes, and a beautiful re-release of a childhood classic. Boxed versions will release same day in Europe and Japan, containing stickers, a manual, a download code, and a magnet resembling the original game cartridge. It is unknown if these will receive North American releases. DC Universe and fighting games fans received a treat last week with the release of the first DLC character for Injustice 2's Fighter Pack 2. Black Manta was released. Unlike early predictions, the character was not a zoning or ranged character, but had a close-up style similar to Red Hood's. The long-awaited character is living up to the hype, receiving a lot of praise. We will continue after some commercials, but first, here's Sean Nino.
I'm Sean Nino, and this is Insight on eSports. This week I'll highlight some big events that happened over the summer and see what's coming up in the next few months.
Together with our new team owners, we are working towards launching the Overwatch League as the pinnacle of Overwatch esports, one that all aspiring players and audiences can celebrate, strive towards, and call their own. We are building this league to be worthy of your passion.
9 locations have been announced so far for the new Overwatch League. Boston, 2 Los Angeles franchises, London, Miami, Orlando, New York, San Francisco, Seoul, and Shanghai. The league will be global, and more teams and locations could be announced later. Before we get to the Overwatch League, we have the Overwatch World Cup 2017 to tide us over. The group stages are complete, and the United Kingdom will compete against Sweden, Canada versus Australia, China will battle France, and South Korea faces the United States of America. The final 8 national teams will face each other in a single elimination playoff at BlizzCon 2017 in Anaheim, California on November 3rd through the 4th to claim the Overwatch World Cup trophy.
3-0 victory over Newbie. They have been absolutely fantastic over the last few days.
Dota 2 held the 7th International in Seattle from August 2nd through the 12th. Liquid won the event, Newbie was 2nd, and LGD Forever Young secured 3rd place. The biggest fighting game tournament in the world was in the Mandalay Bay Center in Las Vegas from July 14th through the 16th. Many games were played, but only one champion was crowned for each game.
Scott V-Trigger, if he finds a hit, he'll kill.
He jumped onto it.
Oh,
He baited the throw.
That's it! That's it! Tokido is the Evolution 2017 champion, coming all the way from loser's bracket. He's done it! He has won Evolution finally!
Street Fighter V crowned Tokaido as the victor as he beat Punk. Super Smash Bros. Wii U Salem beat Zero. Tekken 7 JDCR took home the victory over fellow South Korean Saint. Blaze Blue Central Friction, Rusei claimed the win against Fenric. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 American Ryan LV beat fellow American NY Chris G. Super Smash Bros. Melee Armada defeated Mango. In Injustice 2, Dragon won against Honeybee. Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, Omido beat T5 in 7, and in the final game of EVO 2017, ET defeated Zhao Hai in King of Fighters 14. Thank you for tuning in to Insight on Esports. I've been your host, Sean Nino. Tune in every week for updates on everything going on around in the esports world. Let's now send it back to Gentoo.
Hello and welcome to NWIRL. I'm Nate Quick, and this is the show where we meet you, the nerds, right here on Northwest Campus. Let's jump right into meeting this week's featured nerds.
My name is Andy Johnson, and I am a senior at Northwest.
My name is Bradley Justice, and I am a senior here at Northwest.
What do you do on campus?
Well, we are both producers of Nerd Central.
What is Nerd Central?
Nerd Central, we talk about movies, we talk about TV, we talk about comic books, we talk about composers, just
anything really related to the media department. TV shows, movies, animes, comic books, a lot of that stuff where you get stuff from the news and stuff like that. That's what we cover. Just more of the multimedia sort of stuff. The Nerd Central stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to start this show?
Well, for the past year, I've been under the guidance. The guidance. Let's go with guidance. Yeah, the guidance of Sydney White, and she was the producer of the media outlet, which is basically what our show was. But I noticed a trend in what was very popular nowadays is nerd culture and just comic book stuff and comic book movies, all the blockbusters and that kind of stuff. So I took it upon myself to be like, okay, let's try to make a show that's more focused on this stuff.
What do you plan to cover this semester?
Well, most of our stuff we're going to be kind of little tight-lipped, we want to make sure that it's kind of top secret, but we do have a couple things in the works. We have, in about mid-November, we're going to have a Justice League special, so to kind of be with the Justice League movie, we're going to do all stuff that's centered around the Justice League movie, and hopefully by the end of the semester I can convince Will that we can do a Star Wars special at the end of the semester to kind of get us recapped on what was going on in the Star Wars saga before the new movie comes out.
Thanks, guys. You can catch Nerd Central every Monday through Thursday right after Gentoo on KNWT.
I'm Andy Johnson.
And I'm Bradley Justice.
And you're watching Gentoo.
Thanks, guys. If you, your event, or your organization wants to be featured on NWIRL, you can message us on Facebook or email respawnknwt8@gmail.com with the subject line NWIRL. That's respawnknwt8@gmail.com with the subject line NW_IRL. Apple announced their newest iPhone today, the iPhone X. While a massive step up from Apple's usual lineup, the phone has sparked some controversy. The loss of Touch ID is disappointing some, while others are worried about the accuracy or even the security of the facial ID system. While Apple assures its customers that it does not store or transmit pictures, reviewers are still skeptical. The most prohibiting feature is the price tag, $999.99. While boasting an edgeless screen, massive shock protection, and more power than the lowest tier MacBook, $1,000 is a lot to spend on a phone. While Android phones have been dominating the market as of late, Apple has clearly staked their claim with this 10th anniversary iPhone. Now we go to our new segment, Talk Nerdy to Me, where we'll explore the depths of video game lore.
Hello and welcome to our newest segment, Talk Nerdy to Me. I'm Devin Van Zant, and I'm here with my friend Aaron.
Hello.
Hi, Aaron. How are you?
I'm doing just dandy.
Well, today I wanted to talk about a subject that's very near and dear to all of us, Taco Bell. So Aaron's going to give us the inside scoop on what's going on with Taco Bell. Aaron, how do you like working at Taco Bell?
Taco Bell kind of has its ups and downs, but I've honestly realized that I would rather wake up at 5 a.m., go to work at 6 a.m., and get off at 2 than work all day long. It's honestly things go by a lot faster, and I like the people that I work with in the morning. And when I get off at 2, I have time to take a nap and finish my homework.
Hey, that's I like working in the mornings, or at least earlier better as well. Feels like you have more time in your day to do stuff. So what's your favorite item on the menu to make and to eat?
My favorite thing to make is probably a 5-layer burrito. It's on our cravings deal now, so I just kind of like have the hang of it. It's just something I could probably do with my eyes shut. And my favorite thing to make, it was the loaded taco burrito. I'm not sure if you've ever had it. It's like basically a burrito supreme, just like no red sauce or beans, and it has tortilla red strips and avocado ranch. Avocado ranch is the best thing to have in the entire universe. You need to try it on a burrito sometime, or chipotle sauce. It's the bee's knees.
All right, so off camera, you were saying some choice things about the restaurant. What's your least favorite thing about working there?
My least favorite thing about working at Taco Bell is honestly like not really the people, but I hate when people order like 3 $5 cravings deals, because everyone's like, it's such a good deal, like this is amazing. I'm like, this is so much food to make in so little time. I hate making cheesy gordita crunches, so don't pop up in Taco Bell asking for a cheesy gordita crunch, please.
All right, so now what's the premier flavor of Mountain Dew that they've got right now? They usually rotate out a couple of them.
Right now we have the Mountain Dew Spiked Lemonade. Honestly, I think it's a little too sweet and not as carbonated as it should be for soda. I would honestly prefer Baja Blast. Go with the Baja Blast. Go Baja team, not Spiked Lemonade.
I agree. I felt the same way. I felt like I was drinking like liquid sugar, which didn't stop me from ordering it several more times thereafter.
Right.
But, what you gonna do? All right, well, thanks for joining us. Every week we're going to be diving into some piece of video game lore, some piece of media, and this week we covered the gaming favorite, Taco Bell. Stay with us for more Gentoo.
Hello and welcome to Project Delta. I'm your host, Mackenzie Doherty, and I'm here with
Andy Johnson.
All right. What are we playing today, Andy?
We're playing Dead or Alive 5, The Last Round. It is a sort of remaster of Dead or Alive 5 for the 360 and PS3. It's just on next-gen consoles. And currently, right now, she is Sarah, and she's getting her butt whooped because I am Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. So, yeah, this game came out about 2015, but originally came out 2011, 2012 for 360. Yeah, I mean, basically it's a fighting game with girls that are disproportionate. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah, looking through the character selection, it was like, okay then.
I was nice for you, and I picked a guy. So.
I mean, I was gonna choose a guy if you chose a girl, just to kind of, change it up a little bit, but.
Oh, she always gets me with that. Okay. Come on, there we go.
I do not play many fighting games, so I just never know what to do.
You just button mash.
Yeah,
Is that how it is?
basically.
Okay. That makes sense. But it's all right. It's all right.
We got this. No.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Yes, I win again. I'll let you win once, maybe.
So have you played with a lot of the characters on here?
Yes. And the person I am right now, Ryu Hayabusa, he's actually not even my main that I play as. I play as this girl named Melina. She's more of a boxing type, but she doesn't really kick that much. So being Hayabusa is a little different because he's more of a kicker than a puncher, so I have to adjust to his attack. I also play as Shocker. I play as another girl. I play as Tina. It's just their fighting style that I like to play as. I don't like kicking that much. I just like punching. So.
I mean, like I said, I just button mash.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Oh.
Sliver.
That was so close.
Such a sliver. Man.
Oh man.
Oh, 1-1. We gotta decide this. We gotta decide.
We do. I mean, there's no other way around it.
Yep.
So.
1-1. We gotta go. We gotta get this. Come on, here we go.
So, is there anything other than just like versus to this game?
Yeah, there's a story mode to it, but I mean it's your classic Japanese fighting game story mode. Like if you're looking for a story mode, you've come to the wrong game franchise.
Yeah.
If you want to look for story, definitely Injustice or the NetherRealm games. They definitely have a better story to them. But yeah, it's the same story from the 360, PS3, and actually the 3DS game that came out for Dead or Alive is also the same story. So
yeah.
it's the same for everything.
Yeah. I think I've only played like one other fighter game. Oh my goodness. I'm getting better though, I feel.
Yeah, you are getting better.
I'm still just button mashing,
yeah.
but
you're just up against somebody who's playing.
Yeah, no, I think I've played like one other fighter game and still just button mashing,
Yeah, I had Street Fighter and I was just like I can't, like Street Fighter is it's just not my type of fighting, and I was like I will go with NetherRealm because they're a little bit I don't know what it's with NetherRealm games, but I can just play them all night and be like I can understand these.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I like the graphics on this game. Honestly.
Yeah, they improved from the 360 version to this version because higher processing power and all that tech jargon that they tell us about.
Yeah. Even just looking through like when we were trying to figure out what map to play, those just the screenshots that they had, they looked really cool.
Yeah, this was quite terrifying when we saw the shot. I'm just like, I haven't even seen the movie It. I'm just like, I don't want to.
I haven't either though, although I really want to, but.
I only saw the trailers and I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, come on, Hayabusa,
no.
Get this. Yes, with that spinning kick. Yeah, I'm not much of a kicker, but if it happens, I do it.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Goodness,
What?
you're actually
3-1
killing
now or something?
Yeah, 3-1. I won once, so I mean, I'm okay with that.
I'll taunt a little bit. There we go.
Because I came in not expecting to win it all.
Well, if you have that expectation, you still won. So
yeah.
You can hang your hat on that at least. Really smart. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's my boy. Hey, sometimes that happens. Yeah. No, don't hurt me. Yeah.
So what other games do you guys kind of go with? Or?
Fighting games? Yeah,
like,
we've got...
What else do you have? Kind of like this, I mean.
I do have Tekken. I'm kind of getting used to that one. We got all the NetherRealm games, both Injustice and Mortal Kombat. I've got this one. I've got Killer Instinct, which we played last semester. That's about it for fighting games.
So which one out of all the ones that you have would be like best?
The Injustice. The Injustice 2. Just the graphics itself. I mean, just watch it. It's the full package. Like, there's a good story mode. There's lots to do with the multiverse and that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's just all around. It's just a better game. Boom. Try not to be cocky, but it works. Sometimes it works. Boom.
That's so
Critical.
close.
Done.
Why? Okay.
And taunt.
Stop that. No. No.
She's not even letting me get an attack in. Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
Now you know how it feels to
Oh.
just not get an attack in.
No. The world of block. Gotta love it. Oh. Oh.
Ha. There you go.
That's all right. I got this.
Almost.
Bam. There it is. There it is. The comeback. Oh, never mind.
Ha.
Nope.
Got you.
Nope. You're not. I'm not dead yet. Still have a comeback here. Oh, there he
No,
goes.
you can't.
A little slap in the face, and he says, "Oh, I'm down." That's how it works. Okay.
Also, I totally just noticed the like clowns bouncing on trampolines.
Yeah, a little creepy. That's why I don't. That's why I don't pay attention to it. Yeah, there we go. No. No, I'm gonna die here. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna have some fun.
No. Come on.
Nope.
No.
Bam! And the win.
All right, that is all we have for you this week. Be sure to tune in to Gentoo and Project Delta Monday through Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. on Channel 8.